Hey.
We're back.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the art featured is who is staring down our heroes as we begin our session. So we'll get back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
No, Marian looks really happy about that. All right, folks. I'm Alan Bart.
I was just wondering who it could be.
Well, the rest of the players know because they were here. So I guess you'll have to find out.
That's true. We're continuing the second part. I was gone for conventions. Sorry I missed it. My character made no appearance in that episode.
All right, folks. I'm Alan Barr of Gallant Night Games. These are some of my friends, and we are going to be playing Tiny Supers, the award-winning, best-selling superhero game based on the Tiny Stick system from Gallant Night Games, which I wrote some of. All right.
Quite a bit of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Shit.
We're going to start with Gina. Gina is over there.
Hi.
And we're going to do the loop-de-loop down and our...
Through the
It's all backwards on my screen from my hand motion.
The robot.
We're going to do a loop-de-loop with Gina going down to Bobby, Ryan, and up to Ashley.
All right.
We're going to introduce ourselves, and we can get going.
I am the beginning of the loop-de-loop, the Rube Goldberg crazy, and I'll do a crazy handoff to Madi. And I, in this episode, which is Ruthie Sparks' origin story, I play Penny Ellis, who's kind of a frenemy to our heroine, our hero, Ruthie. So picture, what's her name? Alexandra to Ruthie's Josie. Do you know what I'm talking about? Josie and the Pussycats? Yeah. So like that. Like I'm a total friend, except I'm kind of not. Okay. That's me. Now, down.
Okay, I'm Madi Murdoch, and I'm a freelance gaming writer, and I'm playing Ms. Ibis, who essentially is a storefront owner who owns the store Cogs and Bobs and stuff, which is totally not Radio Shack, and she carries around a crowbar and hits things with it.
As you would. I'm Ryan. I am a role-playing game writer, designer, internet streamer, content creator. Check out my YouTube channel, Man vs. Meeple. Today I am playing Dr. Sparks, who doesn't actually have a first name, Ruthie Sparks' mother, who was played by Ashley during the Quantum Chance, so it's a whole thing. I'm taking over ownership of that character, who should make an appearance in this session, I believe. We'll see.
I hope so, if you're playing her.
I hope she makes an appearance, yes.
Yes. Also, she does have a first name. It's Doctor, clearly.
Dr. Sparks. That's what I said.
Yeah. So her first name is Doctor. I am Ashley, and I play games and put it online for people to listen to and watch to sometimes. I will be playing Ruthie Sparks, and this is my origin story.
And I'm Alan Barr. All right.
Alan Barr.
Alan.
And I'm Ashley Sunchips.
That's right.
I saw
you missed.
that.
I posted something today, and Ashley asked me if my middle name was Alan because my middle initial is A. I did not answer the question.
He didn't. He just put a smiley face, and I was like, okay, then it's Alan. But maybe it's like Allen, like they spell it differently.
Oh, no.
For the same one.
Alan Barr.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's
Alan Barr.
It's Alan Barr. Yeah, it definitely is. It has to be.
It might be Alan. We never know. We'll never know. I know, actually. And
I was going to say this
know,
we.
so
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not Alan. That would be fun. But
That would be awesome, actually.
It's not. It's all red. It's my mom's maiden name. It's boring.
Ooh.
It's just A. It's just an
That's
A.
cool.
A big A.
Just A.
The game author formerly known as Alan.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, it's good to have everybody back after some people couldn't make it for an extended period of time, Ryan. And we're ready to go.
I wasn't the other one that would miss the session.
Yes, I did miss one as well.
Yeah, but Ashley Sunchips gets a pass. So
She brought sun chips. That's why. That's the answer.
Exactly.
we're already starting with the exciting question, so that's nice. Thanks, Paul. Quick updates. Mechas and Monsters has closed. We
Yay.
hit over our funding goal by a good amount, so that was great to see. Out this week from Gallant Night Games is an adventure for Robert Denton's Tiny Taverns called Night of the Living Bread. It is the worst thing I've ever published as a publisher. But it's really well written. But it's full of puns, and that makes it the worst. Because puns are the worst. Puns are humor only bad people use. So, and I said that on the internet, so it's forever.
Right. It must be true.
But it's on DriveThruRPG and shop.gallantgames.com if you want to check out Night of the Living Bread for the price of a cup of coffee if you want to play Tiny Taverns with your friends for Halloween.
I bought it and I'm planning on running it for my commune for Halloween.
Do you want to run it on the stream here?
Maybe.
We could run it on the stream.
Maybe, yeah. Let me look it over. That might be fun.
Said for the price of one scone.
Right.
I will buy everybody a scone if we run it on the stream.
And it won't even come to life. Maybe.
Maybe.
Can't promise that. It might have the unbred trait.
Yeah, I scrolled through and I got like 3 pages in and I'm like, Alan must have really hated his whole life when he was reading this because I know how much you love puns.
Now, my response to Robert was just 2 words, and one of them was a swear.
Yes.
When I sent him the email with my response to the submission, it was mostly just profanity. So I was really excited.
Sometimes an idea is too good not to publish, no matter how much you hate it.
Somebody agrees with me. Thank you.
This is my roommate, actually. Okay. And so she lives with me, and you know how I am with puns. I got kicked off the stream once for punning too hard. So
excellent. I like her then.
For punning too hard. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. So Paul had a field day in the Gallant Facebook group when I posted the link. It was not good. Right. So we're going to recap because it's been a couple weeks from where we left off with Ruthie Sparks's story. Ashley, are you up for the recap?
Sure. Okay.
Or we can put it on Gina with her notes.
Gina's a really good note taker, so I would allow that. I do have notes, but
we can have Ryan read Gina's notes.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have Ryan.
I can read her notes, but I won't have context for them.
I need a full in the world.
I did read her. I did read the notes. She since I missed the session, Gina was nice enough to send me the notes. Actually,
go ahead, Ashley.
Okay, so I am like a 20-something, whatever. So I'm walking along. Escalade pulls up. There was an explosion, so I start running, and Escalade pulls up and tells me to get in. There's an agent saying someone is after me and we need a safe place to go. So I go to visit Miss Ibis at Not Radio Shack, Cogs and Bobs and stuff. And my frenemy Penny is in the store, and she's decided she's going to help with it too. So that's how she gets pulled into all of this. So Miss Ibis takes us to the back room, which is a lab and workshop. And see, this is why I was like, maybe Gina, because my notes, I said, he is to protect me. Rest of team dead, left messages in their guts.
Oh, no. That sounds awful.
That's what happened. That is what I'm like. As I'm reading it, I remember that there were messages left in, like, I don't know if it was one of the safe houses or my apartment where there's messages in the guts. Yeah. So I wrote down that metamystical means magical because I did not know that as Ashley. So
metamystical.
And there was an item stolen from an art museum. It was a metamystical item that was stolen from an art museum that imbues the wearer with powers, and it can be used as a weapon. So we have to stay away from this person because that's the person that wants to hurt me, probably. And then all caps, I put baddie shows up. Oh no. And then they shoot me. I feel like I'm being split into 2 and I'm disoriented, but I shake it off because I rolled well. And then everything goes pitch black, and Penny got force choked by the baddie with the mask. And then we are able to run out the back door, and everything's surrounded by green energy. There is a tricycle horse. Andrews, the agent, shoots it, and it leaves melted hoof prints when it runs off. Like, it melts the streets when it runs away.
Creepy.
The agent dies from reasons. The bad guy, the baddie chick with the mask, killed Andrews. And we take his car and take off. So I'm like searching for info and maps, and I find a laptop with a lot of like historical stuff. And I start reading through it, the English translation. And Penny starts mumbling in ancient Norse language because when she was being force choked, it got like languagey in her. So she's got that going.
Got like languagey in her.
Yeah, she got languagey in her. Mhm. All up in her.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. If you were here, you would know what I was talking about. Right now, so it talks about this mask giving someone the powers of Helhest, which is the three-legged tricycle horse. We go to a museum to find some sort of expert on the mask, and so we have to dig through for clothes so that we look like agents, because we're going to pull a supernatural and go in like FBI agents and talk to them about this. Ruthie is short, so wearing Agent Andrew's clothes, the sleeves are like down past my hands, and I have to like pull up my pants and stuff to walk. And it's a traveling exhibit from Copenhagen, and the doctor, like the head doctor in charge chick, is Dr. Sigurd's daughter. The mask came from a private collection of Asher Solomon from Century City. So that's all we know. This lady was supremely unhelpful, so I took candy off of her desk and marched out holding my pant legs up. And so we go to O'Callahan's pub for lunch before heading to see Asher Solomon. And then it turns out he's there, so that was nice. He was there, so we got to talk to him. We have to get the mask off of the person, but we might have... Oh, it might have affected free will. Their free will?
Oh, nice.
GM, is that right?
Somebody's free
Wow,
will.
Penny, these are your notes.
Are these fever dream of notes that I have here? So
Like
I have been on medicine that left me with more lucid dreams.
so it affected free will. We're gonna go with the person's free will who's wearing the mask. Retcon. So the curse was put on it by a secret society.
Ooh.
And he's 400 years old because magic. Solomon is a magician. The curator doctor lady was a Valkyrie. And then the baddie found us. The baddie found us at the end, right? He disappeared. Like they come walking in with their glowy hands, and Solomon just like bamps, like ninja vanish. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those are my notes.
Most of that was not wrong.
It was not technically wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the best sort of not
Which is
wrong.
the best.
Yes.
This is one of those comics where the creative team got shuffled halfway through between issue 1 and 2, and so nobody got a good set of notes. But here we go.
Feel free to fill in any of those holes that I've got there.
Yeah. Or folks, you could just go watch the previous episode for Ruthie on YouTube. If you feel like you need something to bring you up to speed after that. I feel like I do. As I have now fully lost the thread after those notes. So
basically, TLDR, there's a glowy mask person after us. We do not know
that one.
They them. Yes. This person is after us. They put this mask on that affected their free will, so now they ride a tricycle horse, and the mask originally belonged to a wizard who gave it to the museum.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we have Miss Ibis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Ibis, Penny, and Ruthie standing in O'Callahan's near the pool table. Asher Solomon has magically teleported away. And the door bursts open, and Helhest enters. And
the horse?
Sides with Ruthie. What?
Is Helhest the horse?
The person with the mask.
Okay. Okay.
They have the
Helhest
powers of the horse, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They
It is
become a
horse
shared
with the powers
entity.
of a horse.
Okay.
That's super horse. Double horse.
Okay.
Wonder horse. The strength of 2 horses. 2 horsepowers.
So the horse and the person are both called Helhest?
Yes.
Your joined entity.
Yes.
Okay.
And she is actually on the horse as she breaks through the door.
Okay.
Oh,
And when, for clarity, viewers / Ryan, when Ashley refers to a tricycle horse, this horse is a horse with only 3 legs.
oh,
The front one comes out of the middle of its chest.
oh. Well then,
Then it has 2 normal back legs.
Mhm. Okay.
So
Yeah.
this whole tricycle horse thing was not
Tricycle
misapprehension.
No.
Okay.
I know my notes are very detailed and it makes a lot of sense. That is
get
the
it.
one part that may not have made sense, but that's it's good.
no,
enough.
it makes perfect sense when you say.
We've covered the only possible hole in those notes. All right.
Right. Solid.
Well, the door bursts open. Crackling green energy fills the doorway as Hellhest, the horse, and the person enter the room. And Hellhest, the person, I'm not going to get. Ugh. All right, the person in the mask
They are they. It's fine.
gets off the horse and starts stalking towards Ruthie.
I don't like that. I am going to do an attack or something to defend myself
Okay.
because they're probably faster than me, right? Like I'm not gonna be able to run. Is there a back door to O'Callahan's?
I mean, you can assume that any pub that the city inspector has approved has a separate fire entrance in the back.
Okay. So I will pick up a ball from the pool table and throw it at Hellhest the person and then run toward the back door.
Okay. Are you proficient with light range weapons?
I am. Yes. Hold on. My light range proficient weapons.
All right, excellent. Roll 2d6.
Cool. Okay. And I'm gonna use I have like Viking dice. I'm gonna use those because it's all Norse-y with the languages. I got 2 6s, so I like these dice. I'm gonna use these
All
the whole
right.
time.
So you wind back and you take we'll call it the 8-ball because it's always got to be the 8-ball in a movie.
Yeah. Mhm.
And you crack the masked person across the face and their head jerks to the side and
Mhm.
the mask wobbles for a minute on their face. And they kind of stop and gather their wits. Are you going to run to the back door?
Yes.
Okay. Penny, Miss Ibis, what are you doing?
Probably the same thing. I mean, we didn't exactly see what she did to kill Agent Andrews, but I mean, it was not nice. So we'll probably end up running. I kind of want to flip like the pool table over, hopefully, like in her way as we escape. Maybe I don't know. It's just
Does Miss
the whole
Ibis have the
experience.
strong trait?
She does not.
Okay. You can give me a roll with disadvantage. Pool tables are heavy, I hear.
Sure. Okay, I got 1 success, barely. So I got a 5.
All right. You flip the pool table, adrenaline. Just sheer, you're like, ah!
An adrenaline rush.
And it like falls to its side, sending pool cues and pool balls rolling across the floor.
Maybe Miss Ibis just has some kind of secret strength reservoir. Who knows?
oh yeah.
And the bar erupts into chaos at this point.
Oh yeah. Are there other people in here besides us?
Yes, there are, and they're running around. They're like, "Oh, what's up with this?" And some people are like, "Maybe we should exit out the back, away from the 3-legged horse that has burning hooves." And a couple of very intoxicated people are like, "I'm going to fight the 3-legged horse with burning hooves."
That tracks.
So as the crowd, I mean, it's still early in the afternoon, so the crowd here is the day drinking crowd, and so it kind of erupts. But it's not like it's a packed bar on like a Tuesday night or something with the game on, or there's maybe a dozen people, right? And a majority of them make their way towards the back exit.
I'm like really fast, so I beat them all.
Okay.
It's like
Sure.
Get stuck. Mhm. I have the light up shoes, make you run faster.
Penny,
You're on mute.
you're muted.
I was gonna say I dove under the pool table, so I think that actually happens, and then it gets flipped, and so now I'm not undercover anymore. So I'm going to run to. I picture it like a typical sort of pub where there's seating, but there's a nice long bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna run behind the bar and start chucking bottles of alcohol at her and her flaming horse.
Which one?
The Hellhound. You said she's
Right,
still
the
on her mount.
person in the mask or the
there?
horse? Which one?
Well, I thought they were on the mount.
Well, she got off and she started walking towards
Okay,
you.
then definitely her.
Okay.
Or it. I don't know what. Sorry,
Them.
them. Because I don't know why I.
Roll 2d6.
That works,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
No, for sure.
It's you. The person wearing the mask is female. That's been communicated.
Well, I
Okay.
remember you said they were very small, and I'm making gender assumptions, which is bullshit. Sorry, and now I'm just gonna shut up now. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, I'm muted again. I have one success.
All right. One success to the potty mouth. All right.
Yeah.
I just want to say this is the second time someone has cussed on stream, and neither of them were me, and so I'm
Thank
really
you.
proud of myself.
I'm actually
for that.
amazed. That is
Yeah.
not odds I would have taken.
I know.
I know.
right?
Yeah.
If there was a pool behind the scenes here, we all would have lost. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or would you?
Well, maybe for the next campaign, we'll do a pool.
That might be smart.
And so you grab a bottle of something and you
Yeah.
throw it, and it hits the masked person who, like, it crashes and sprays all over them. I'm gonna close the comments here because Paul keeps sending puns. And crashes over them and sprays everywhere, and they look really unhappy about this.
Yeah, it's probably sticky.
Mhm.
So you ran behind the counter. Ruthie ran towards the back door. Miss Ibis, after flipping the table, did you go anywhere?
I also ran towards the back door.
Yeah. Leaving Penny alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So Ruthie and Miss Ibis, you look back and you see the masked individual has turned and started moving towards Penny.
Ah.
And that sickly green cornea is growing brighter and hotter.
Ruthie,
Okay.
we have to get the mask off of this lady.
Yes, we do. Let's see.
The magic mask of no free will.
Mhm.
Is it like the picture where there's like a strap that
Mhm.
kind of keeps the mask on? Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so
Am I remembering that we tried to pull the mask or do something when we were still at Cogs and Bobs and things, and that it was either that or I feel like Dr. Sigurd's daughter said something about it, but I might be misremembering.
I don't remember.
you couldn't
Okay.
tell from my flawless notes anything about the mask altercation. Okay, so you said that it looks like there's a strap. So is it just the mask and there's just a strap that holds like an old Halloween mask?
Kind of. It looks like this right here.
It's dark wood.
Yeah.
Crimson blood was
Cool.
kind of dripping from it.
So, and it when I hit her with the billiard ball, it wobbled a little, so it's not like fused to her face or anything. It doesn't seem.
Correct.
Okay, so is there a pair of scissors around the bar? Some bars have scissors.
Some bars might.
I guess. Yeah.
A box opener, right? There's definitely
Yeah,
a
box
opener.
cutter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
That
box
works.
cutter behind the cabinet or behind the counter. Sure. I don't think bars leave scissors where drunk people can grab them. I just feel like that's probably somebody's
Seems like a
insurance.
bad idea. It's gotta be some
But they would
coding
leave box
that,
cutters out. No
they'll be
scissors,
smart.
but box cutters. No. They were restocking and it was there. Okay. So if there is a sharp like razor knife
Sure.
or scissor, something like that, I would like to use my teleport action to grab the scissors and then like poof up behind her and cut the strap while she's paying attention to Penny.
All right, I'll allow it. Give me a 2d6 roll to cut the strap.
Okie doke. Let me see. I almost did the swear on stream. I got 2 3s, so together it's a 6.
Yeah, that's
Cool. That's not how the game works.
It is not.
Bummer.
Okay.
So you teleport
I'm interested to see how I fail this. Yeah.
and you teleport to her. And what does your teleport look like? Like, walk me through the visual. Like, do you just like Nightcrawler, like bam, bam, or do you like step through a portal? Like, what's it look like?
It's I disappear from where I'm at and appear somewhere else. So yeah. So
Okay.
it's just like a doom, and then
So you almost like collapse into nothingness, and then you kind of re-expand.
yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
But like real fast. Hmm.
Yeah. So zoop, zoop.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you zoop zoop. That's your sound effect on the panel, by the way.
Yeah.
We were drawing this. It was a zoop zoop.
Yeah.
And you the words I was looking for have totally escaped my brain.
That happens to me so much. That's fine.
She zooped and then failed to cut the mask off.
Yeah. All right, so you zoom
Hell
up next
Razor.
to Hell Heist, and you take your box cutter and you grab the mask. And as you reach out to grab the mask, she suddenly turns and catches both your hands
Mm-hmm.
and like headbutts you in the face with the wooden mask.
Ah.
And you take 1 point of damage. You feel a really sickening crunch as your nose like collapses,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and like so your head like jerks back, and blood sprays all over the front of Hell Hest. And she still got your hands, and as your head comes back, she headbutts you again,
Rude.
and then like throws you to the ground.
Rude, actually.
See, I didn't want to hurt her because the free will thing. I was trying to just remove the mask, but now that was rude. So,
All bets are off.
just for clarification on here, so this is my character sheet here, my
Yeah.
tiny little character sheet. So,
You
This
know
is
we
the-
have letter size ones, right?
letter size, like that would take up the whole piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one's fine. But the stress across the top is pretty much the HP. So do I just like
Check off the box.
check off the box? Okay.
Yep.
On my tiny character sheet for my tiny superhero. Check
Yeah.
off. Cool. Okay,
It's all
check.
tiny for a reason.
Yeah.
If you print a landscape, you can print 2 per page.
But then it would be even smaller, Alan. Alan.
Alan A. Thank you.
Little ow.
All right, hang on. So like we're diminishing my perceived authority as the GM here, so I'll walk it back. Okay, so you've been smashed in the face twice,
Mhm. I have. Yeah.
and you're sitting on the ground on your butt, holding your broken nose.
Yep.
Okay, who's going next?
Did we didn't roll initiative? Should we have done that? Maybe.
We're fine. We're good. Just roll with it.
I'm
Go ahead.
curious if Ryan has any thoughts, or otherwise I'm cool with.
Whether I have any thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm not there.
What can't you be?
Okay.
Like Spidey senses, you sense your daughter's in
My
danger.
daughter's in
and,
trouble.
Yeah.
Let me get the Sparks van.
Yes. Now there's
I
a
don't know that
Sparks
that's how that
fan.
works.
100%.
That's exactly how that works.
She will show up exactly when she needs to. She's like a
Yeah.
wizard. She's like Gandalf.
Well, I mean, like there was like
Wow.
explosions in town, so you probably want to
Mhm.
check on where your child is while there's
She's-
explosions in town, right?
That's true.
Probably, yeah.
But she would get here sometime after you were already here.
Yeah, because you're following the GPS on her cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Something
Probably
totally
not,
normal.
because there's no way that Dr. Sparks does not have Ruthie Sparks geo-chipped in some fashion.
Oh, wow.
I just guarantee
That's how it is.
That's
There's
true.
no way. I don't know how that works with the teleportation thing.
Just
I teleported the chip right out.
Balls, just
There was a whole chatting up the Setsy 400-year-old wizard, so that took a while. So
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
Mhm.
seriously.
right.
Well,
While this conversation is happening, Hellhead puts a boot to Ruthie's face. I'm just gonna keep going.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll run up and try to smash her mask off with my crowbar. I don't know how that works, but just like maybe like catch it
Yeah.
at the bottom and try to like
Hmm.
hit it off her face.
Sure, give me a roll.
Okay.
Are you proficient with?
I am proficient in crowbar. That's my
Crowbar?
master weapon.
All right, go for it.
Okay, and I got one success.
Okay. So yeah, you catch the mask under the kind of the chin spot, and you just like ah, and you throw the mask off. It like spins through the air, and the woman wearing it like crashes into the bar to the side from the force of the flippy thrust thingy.
Mhm.
And the mask hits the ground and like clatters and like spins for a minute and then falls. And the flames and the recede and the horse is just not there anymore.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Is
Curiouser
Ruthie
and
okay? Like her
curiouser.
face isn't just like broken.
Or off.
Or
Missing.
no, I'm talking about you. Are
Oh,
you
me?
okay? Like, yeah, like
Yeah,
once the flames disappear, I'm worried that you're okay because she was like gonna, like stomp you in the face. So
She was gonna do that. Yeah. I'm gonna grab like a towel off of the bar because they always have those for wiping it down and stuff. And I'm going to throw it over the mask, like wrap it around the mask and grab it.
Did you?
Okay, the mask feels unnaturally warm.
Mhm. I'm not gonna touch it. Like I'm not going to like touch it with my skin. I'm just
You're not
gonna
going to just put it on and see what happens. To a giant green
I wonder what
character.
this feels like.
No, not gonna
Can
do
I-
that.
Can I clarify? I know you said the horse with the flaming hooves disappeared, but also the person's
No.
still there.
She's still there.
I want to know what they look like. Can I know what? Like, there's nothing on the face anymore. Do we?
There's no face. It's just a blank, like. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was so grossed out.
Eats your face.
Wow.
I will do that one time, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'll take off somebody's mask and I'll be like, there's no face.
Put it back on.
No, so average looking woman. Nothing exceptional about her appearance, really, other than her eyes are pretty green. But black hair. It's cut like in the picture with the top and the braid, and then the sides and smaller braids going back. She's smaller. She's maybe 5'1", 5'2". You wouldn't say petite. She's athletically built, I guess. But if you were to pick her out of a crowd, it would be difficult. Other than her haircut and her eye color, nothing really like leaps out at you as significant.
Wow. Okay.
Is she like unconscious or is she just
She's a little exhausted
okay?
looking. She's hanging on the metal railing on the bar, like trying to get her feet under, and she looks just like physically wiped out.
I'm probably gonna go call the police if you two want to watch her.
Penny wants to get in her face and basically like, what were you thinking? You killed Andrews. Wait till Daddy hears about this. That whole thing. Because I'm an LS. I cannot even believe. Who are you? What is your name? Yeah. So she's just.
And so you're like bending down and yelling, and the woman is like leaning on the bar, like trying to get her bearings, and you're verbally assaulting her.
Yeah.
And she looks very confused.
She does. I might actually notice that in the middle of my tirade about how rude she was and that she actually killed a person that I might have even grown to care about, and then notice that she's like kind of seems out of it and not like villain posturing.
Yeah.
Did you mean to put that mask on?
And she kind of just looks up at you.
I hold up the bundled towel that puppies.
They don't like that. They don't like
No.
that towel.
They hold up the towel and they're like, I hate that towel. That towel's awful. So I hold up the towel with the mask and I was like, where did you find this?
And she looks at you and she kind of starts reaching behind the counter and like grabs like the water spritzer hose thingy and
Okay.
drinks a bunch of water.
I was saying, I'm like, is she going to use it as a squirt gun or is she thirsty?
No, she's thirsty and she kind of sighs and tries to stand up, and you can hear sirens in the distance. And she kind of just looks at you.
Okay. I say, we need to get out of here. Those sirens are going to come and they're going to try and take us somewhere. So I think that it's best if you come with us and we can talk and figure out what happened.
Do we really want to go anywhere with her though? Like she's a murderer. Like, don't we just want the police to like take her somewhere?
But who was it that told us the free will thing? The wizard guy?
The 400-year-old wizard?
Wizard McHottie? Okay, so Wizard Hottie Man. He told us that it was the free will thing, so it wasn't her that was doing it. It was this mask. And so we're going to hold on to this and make sure that she doesn't get a hold of it again. But I think that at the very least, she has more information than anyone else would have about this right now.
You have it like wrapped in the bar towel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I kind of vaguely remember, was it this woman who broke into the museum and stole the mask? Or was it someone else and this woman just was wearing the mask? Like,
Are you asking me as the GM?
Yeah, like didn't we find out that there was like police footage or something of like security camera footage of this woman?
You never saw the footage though.
Okay, but we just heard that there was footage.
Somebody broke in and stole this mask from the museum.
Okay, so we don't know that it was.
We don't know who.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where do you want to take her? I mean,
we can take her back to the shop.
I mean, there's probably police over there already because there's a dead person in the street over in front of my shop.
We can go to my house.
There is that.
Or Daddy's house, basically. The Ellis mansion.
Does Ruthie know
Ellis
about her
estate.
mom's super secret cabin with a super secret basement full of science things?
I don't know. Does Ruthie?
Yeah, because that's one of the reasons she has all that stuff is so that she can hide
Cool.
Ruthie when she needs to.
Good.
So
You go
I
there?
think we were gonna go there, but wasn't that not the place that blew up? But wasn't that like a last episode we had decided not to go there for some reason?
I don't know. I was
We wanted to
Because-
talk to Asher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can go to the cabin then. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So you arrive at the cabin after getting a ride. And Dr. Sparks is there
Yeah, that makes sense.
repairing the cabin after last week's fiasco with
Mhm.
one of her grad students and the whole thing with aliens and interdimensional agencies and crap. It was a lot.
Also makes sense.
Mhm.
You're bringing a prisoner with you?
Oh yeah, do we like tie her up or anything, or are we just kind of like pushing her in front of us? I don't know. Like
We're
again,
definitely
she's a murderer, so
we're keeping a very close eye on her, but
She's kind of seems out of it, and you have a crowbar, so
yeah.
I think we might be okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
So we just
we have the Escalade, right? The super fancy secret
Mhm.
agent Escalade.
Mhm. Yeah. So since it's a super fancy agent Escalade, does it have like the back that the doors don't open from the inside, and like if we needed to put a prisoner
Sure.
back there? Cool.
There you
Yeah,
go.
So yeah. So we have that if we need to keep her there. So so I say, so mom is upset that I brought this woman to the house, the cabin.
I think she's more surprised as to
Mhm.
why you might have a prisoner.
She put this mask on and turned glowing green, and there was a tricycle horse, and now the mask is off of her, and I don't think it was her fault necessarily, but she's going to give us the best information about who is after me right now. So I just wanted to talk to her, and we needed a safe place to go.
I think Dr. Sparks is going to think about it and nod and say, okay, put her in that room. And there's a room with like a big steel bar, and there's a picture of like, you know, some kind of interdimensional symbol with a big cross on it marked out. Like that's the anti-magic room.
The anti-magic room. Okay.
That Dr. Sparks definitely has, because she deals with this stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, please tell me that the tricycle horse didn't follow you here.
No, it went away. It disappeared when we got this mask off of her.
Oh, it didn't disappear. It just went to a different plane.
Same thing.
Where's the mask?
Hold up the bundle of towels. It's right here.
She's going to go get a bag
Mm-hmm.
and open the bag for the mask to go in.
Okay.
Put that inside this thing.
Yep.
I don't even know. I don't even want to know how you got this or what is even happening. It's better if I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just get the prisoner in this room.
Yes. Okay. So we go in the room with her, and like I get her some water because she was really thirsty and stuff, and I'm assuming there's like a table and chairs in there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. The anti-magic.
We're not heathens.
Right.
Anti-magic interrogation room.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. There's
Gavin
symbols
in the
all on the walls inside.
Yeah.
It's like some 400-year-old wizard I knew marked this up for me.
Yeah. So I give her some water, and I just ask her, how did you come across this mask? Well, first of all, what's your name?
Just looks at you.
Do you speak English? She nods. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know what would happen when you put this mask on? She did. Okay. Why did you put it on then? What were you hoping to gain?
Does Dr. Sparks have some kind of like science helmet that she could like put on someone and see their like memories through their own eyes, like that kind of fancy science thing?
Like a mind meld helmet? Just comes up. She's like,
I don't know what the limits of science are in this world.
I mean, the limits are whatever you're willing to make a test to make, I guess.
I'm willing to make a test to see if I can make that. Or maybe I've already made it in the past, is what I'm saying. Is that something I could roll for?
Sure, give me a 2d6 roll.
Just like, I don't even. Science makes games very difficult. All right, well, I never made it with my failed roll. But it was something she thought about making at one point. She was like, man, if only I made that helmet that like you see the last like thing that anyone saw through their eyes before they put on a crazy random mask.
Well, Ruthie, it looks like she
sorry.
really wants to answer yes or no questions.
yes, it does.
Could you ever speak before you wore the mask? Asking. She could.
I don't know. Is she signing? Does she know ASL?
Are you able to write? Okay. How do I know? Here. Like, is there paper, ream of paper or something?
I'm sure in this
a
secret
lab.
science lab there's a ream of paper somewhere.
Okay. There are reams of paper.
Okay, man, she can write on the paper.
Okay.
Yeah, but does she?
Okay, but give her a crayon, not like a pencil. because she'll
Yeah,
stab
she's-
us.
I know, and then graphite eyeball. Ew.
Okay. What are you gonna ask her?
I don't know. I'm not the brains of this operation.
Yeah, like, what's your name?
Yeah.
Helen.
Helen.
Right, Helen.
Helen. Just Helen.
Just Helen.
Like I'm going to tell you my last name. I know how that works.
Why did you steal the mask?
There was work to be done.
Like super evil work? Or was there other work you didn't get to do?
Evil is a matter of perspective.
She's not wrong.
Mhm.
That's true.
Just
So-
competing goals.
But why were you trying to kill Ruthie?
Right. I was just gonna say, why were you coming after me?
She has no answer.
Staring contest.
No, I'm trying to think how to word this.
I don't
Okay.
know how she would word it.
Yeah. Because you were the next weave in the tapestry.
I think we got a poet on our hands.
Would appear. Yes. Okay. Interesting.
Weave to be killed? Or to do what?
Yeah, like, what does
Yeah.
killing Ruthie accomplish?
Death is merely a transference and transformation of energy.
That is true, actually.
Mhm.
But that doesn't answer the question.
We are going to help Ruthie achieve her transcendent potential.
Who's we? If you want to help me, then who is it that you're working with to help me?
It was the royal we.
Mm.
Hmm.
Was it you and your horse? We.
Sure.
That horse is long gone.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know about you, Ruthie, but that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I think so too.
Helen?
Mhm.
Do you know Dr. Sigurd's daughter?
And she gets she tenses a little bit at that name. And it kind of nods.
She was pretty rude to us. Is she on your side or is she just a rude doctor lady?
They're all like that. Grade A expletive. Because I'll remember the channel rules.
Mm,
Hey,
Good job.
okay.
somebody has to remember the rules.
Well, I mean, as friendly as that Valkyrie was, maybe that's who we need to give the mask to. I mean, isn't that who has kind of ownership of the mask?
I thought it was his name Solomon?
But he like gave it to the museum, and
Yeah.
this woman.
I thought it was
kind of-
on loan.
right.
right?
He loaned
Oh,
it to
okay.
the museum for this exhibit, and
Because he
so
said
she
he had
was-
no use for it.
Ah,
And she's like furiously writing on her paper. And she like
Nice.
shoves it at you. You can't trust the wizard. Wizards lie.
That is true.
Well, at least he didn't kill our new secret agent friend, like in cold blood.
Secret agent friend. Secret
Yeah.
agent friend.
Mhm.
Andrews,
I
right?
really couldn't tell what you were saying. It took me a second.
How do you know that wasn't him? Are you familiar with all the intricacies of magic and hexes?
No.
I mean, Penny,
Doctor.
you said we went there because Penny said that that was a place that he regularly haunted. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like, it's pretty good indication that it was either someone that knows him very well or it was him.
I'm not saying it wasn't him. I'm saying, how do you know he didn't do magic to kill the secret agent?
Because we kind of saw you do it.
Yeah, like you almost killed Penny
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
Ruthie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so, when we turn around and our friend's dead and you're following us,
It's not
kind
like
of
magic.
like you did it.
It's not like magic has ever been used to create illusions or false memories. ...
No, I can't do that.
What?
I said magic can't do that.
Yeah.
That was my favorite line from Ruthie in the previous episode was somebody asked her Andrews asked her if she knew what magic was. And she's like, yeah, magic is for people who are too dumb for science. So that's where that's what I'm going by. It's like magic is just like.
I don't remember saying that. But yeah.
That's been a few weeks.
So I look at our new friend Helen and I just say, if you're not willing to tell us more about this mask and all of that, we're gonna have to go back and give it to the Valkyrie.
Okay.
So I look at everyone and step out of the room and close the door. If you guys wanted to meet in the hallway to chat about it.
Are you leaving her? I assume you untied her hands and everything so she can write. Are you going to tie her back up or anything? Or are you just going to leave her
Yes.
chilling?
Well, she's also in that room, and we'll close the door and lock the door too.
In your interrogation room.
Yeah.
The science room.
I never said interrogation. You added that.
I didn't add that. Somebody else
I
did.
added it. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, why is there a
Anti-magic
bar
interrogation
on
room.
the
I thought
door
it
and
sounded
there's a
good.
table and chairs in there.
Yeah. So I definitely think that she should be
It's a
tied up.
multi-purpose room.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And what do you guys think? I mean, she's not helping, and all I know is that she tried to kill me, and that she's not really being forthcoming with answers. So
No.
I'm not saying we give the mask to the Valkyrie, but what if we just go back and talk to her a little bit and say,
Oh.
we have more information?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess this is way like above my pay grade. I just
Mhm.
run
Right.
shop downtown, so
Mhm.
like dealing with murderers and like trying to figure out the best course of action is not something that I'm used to doing.
Yeah, me neither. It's totally new for me too. So I just
like, is there someone else that we can call to like take care of this? I mean,
Andrews would have been who I would probably call, but he's dead.
does
Hey,
he have like
Andrews is dead. Does
superiors
Dr.
or
Sparks know
something?
who Andrews was?
Was his body left behind at Cogs and Bobs and things?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it there.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything in the Escalade that like tells us about a headquarters or
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's a specific note for Dr. Sparks in the
secret
chat.
agent cards that have like invisible ink on them? And
Ooh, fancy.
I don't know.
I don't know, Mom. What do you think?
I think that I'm learning all of this for the first time. And if Andrews is dead, that's a real problem. Andrews was an agent of Agent, right?
An agent of Agent?
What is the name of that organization?
Action.
I was like, it can't be Agent. Can't be the name of the organization. But I got it started with an A.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably just destroy this mask forever so that nobody can ever wear it again.
What if we contacted that group that you just said?
Action?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a guy.
Cool. I mean, if Andrews was the one that's from there and they're the ones that know all about this, I think they can probably answer questions, and they have been shown to not be malevolent at least. So
Alan, is this chronologically before or after the Quantum Chance story that we just finished?
This part is chronologically after.
Okay,
Good
then
shoes.
she's gonna call what's his name, the rich man.
Dr. Swift.
Swift?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Why not?
Wait, is he part of Action?
No.
Nobody
No.
knows how to get in touch with them.
Riker is though.
Swift is not
Riker
part
is
of
Swift.
Action.
No, but he knows how to get a
Oh,
hold
Riker
of them.
Swift. Okay. Yeah.
Like he knows how to get to where if anybody knows, it would be him.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I need a favor.
Sorry, who is this?
Dr. Sparks. You know who this is? You came to my house.
Oh, the holding from like a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you, Doc?
Well, not great. We have some magic level problems that could affect all of space time and the world. So thought you might want to know that like everybody's in danger. The world could end any time because of some mask.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't. I just need you to put me in touch with your contacts at Action.
Oh, I don't know anybody at Action, the top secret government agency whose existence is classified.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, actually.
In no way would I ever be allowed to disclose any potential contacts I have at said non-existent agency. I certainly wouldn't ever want to disclose that I meet them at Beans and Stuff.
That makes perfect sense.
The one on 49th and Tallahassee.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me nothing.
Yes. Thanks for nothing.
I would never want to tell somebody that. That would be bad for me.
Yeah, no.
Especially not on like a cell phone that's probably not a secured
line.
line.
Oh, no. It's Dr. Sparks' cell phone. That thing is like 6 times encrypted. That call has bounced to Antarctica to Japan and then back, so it's fine.
Anyway, is that all you needed?
That's all I needed.
Oh, well. I don't hesitate to call and talk to me next time you need something, I guess, with no contact in between. No biggie. I'm not hurt.
You can always call if you need us.
Your mom sure knows a lot of guys. Like she knows she knows Mr. Swift, she knows the Magic Man. She knows everybody.
She calls him the Magic Man. That is correct. She asked to be called the Magic Man.
She knew the Magic Man too.
He specifically asked to be known as the Magic Man. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's between you and him. I don't really want to know that.
My mom.
Those are called private details.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Oh no!
It is 9:30 where I'm at. 9:35 ish. I'm gonna need to take a minute. All right, folks, we'll be back.
Hooray! Hello.
Hello.
Weeks.
Ugh.
Tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yes, it has. I had one of those days too.
Now we're just waiting on Ryan.
It's a redheaded stepchild.
Well, look who came back.
Yeah, it's me. I came back.
I like your jack-o'-lanterns and your skeleton.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's my favorite month of the year.
Me too.
I get all decorated.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna do that this weekend. I was gonna do it last weekend, but then I was out of town. So
The earlier you do it, the more time you get to spend with your decorations.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
gotta wait. I like to do them like as soon as it's October. Boom, decoration time.
Yeah, normally I'm October 1st, but I didn't get a chance to.
I just leave my stuff up always. That's
Nice.
my
Oh,
hot
that's a
tip.
good way to do
All
it.
year
Also
round.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Always prepared for Halloween.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, we've established some details about Dr. Sparks that Ruthie probably never wanted to know. And now we're
She's well connected. She's
She
well
is.
connected. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely well connected.
really plugged into the social scene out there.
She's yeah. She said a lot
Yeah,
of contacts.
we're done.
You know,
No,
we mean.
moving on.
No.
We're adults.
We're done with this. Done.
Adults. All right. So, what was the finalized plan?
Let's go to this bar where there's usually action agent contacts.
Are you taking the mask with you? Are you taking?
Probably shouldn't do that, right?
Well, I don't think if we're leaving her here all chained up and stuff, we should not leave it where she can get to it
No.
if she were to.
That's fair.
Agree.
Mhm.
She's probably not getting out of the lockbox, but
We think.
Probably.
probably a
Yeah.
good idea not to. But I don't think we should take the mask into where we're going. And by the way, I'm Dr. Sparks, strangers. We never stopped to say hello and all this. I don't know if Dr. Sparks would know. Penny's
She-
in front of me, you said, so maybe.
Mhm. She probably would because she's very involved in my life. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm a friend
Mhm.
from way back, like I don't know, elementary
No,
school.
Dr. Sparks knows all of these people, but she doesn't pay attention to any of Ruthie's friends. Who are you again?
Yeah, right.
I've known
So-
Ruthie since she was 3 years old.
I think there's a lot of subtext
Oh.
about the mother-daughter relationship in this episode.
So-
I've left my door open to my dog.
I think subtext is
I saw
generous.
that. Mom, don't you have like a backpack that you made that one time that's like indestructible? It's really good for going to school and stuff, right? So I'm thinking-
Backpack.
Yeah. So So can I use it? Because I think if we put the mask in our indestructible backpack that we can take it with us.
I think
Yeah.
That makes
It
sense.
also doesn't it also like disappear if we need it to?
Isn't it also invisible and indestructible?
Our invisible indestructible backpack? Remember?
The science-
You know what?
All
It's
right,
fine.
hold up. I'm
You
gonna
wear it,
pull the
everything is
e-brake on this part.
rainbow.
I'm all for players adding details to the world.
However,
I think we're rolling past details into let's just narrate a good advantage for ourselves.
You know, like our invisible bulletproof backpack that makes you completely indestructible while you're even touching it. Also,
Yeah.
you float 6 feet off the ground and can walk through walls.
Right.
It's not
Yeah,
so
why would I
awful.
put a stop to that?
right.
In all seriousness, I will totally let you have some sort of high-tech carrying
Yeah,
device.
I'm sure the idea of
Yes.
like some kind of briefcase or something that's like that seems like something that you'd have or that we would
It's
have
like-
around the lab.
like a
I'm
science sack.
That's why I was like, I'm a student, science sack.
Yeah,
I'm a student, so I would think that I would need to have a backpack that was, heavy duty, whatever. Because as a kid, like you ruin everything. So I would think that it would make sense for her to make me an indestructible backpack because she was tired of sewing holes up, patching holes in my canvas one.
Okay, I'll let it go.
Okay, I was like, I have a backstory for it and everything. So.
Right.
So must make it true.
Mhm.
I'm not sure Dr. Sparks is the kind of parent who would have sewed the holes in your backpack to begin with, or he's gonna ride right past them,
She might have welded them.
I created Dr. Sparks. What are you talking about? I think
But
I
we
would
recast
know.
you.
She
There's
has
a whole
That's-
nother-
yeah.
every actor brings something different to the part. You didn't know
It's
that?
true.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you all are headed downtown. You're taking the mask in the indestructible, not invisible backpack,
Correct.
and you are taking the Escalade still.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, it is their property, so we should return it.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
All right. So you are driving downtown, and there is a whooshing sound. It sounds like a drone or a plane over the car. And all of a sudden, this tall winged figure crashes into the hood of the car, doing like the superhero like car stop, like tilt up, right?
Yeah.
Like right into the hood. So the car stops and like arcs up, and you see underneath a helmet with wings on the side and big feathered wings is Sigurd's daughter holding a spear and wearing armor,
Oh.
round shield and stuff. Full Valkyrie mode.
Mhm.
That's what a Valkyrie looks like. Okay.
It does in this setting.
A friend of yours?
No, she was actually really mean and she has crappy candy. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Like Kipper candy or something.
Yeah.
don't take candy from strangers, please.
What is she, 8? You are a really bad mom. It's kind of adorable.
Hand me the mask, please.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And she like kicks the car, sending it spinning like a third of the block down the street,
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
and like stalks over to it and tears the door off.
Mhm.
And we'll say Ruthie's in the passenger driver, the up front passenger seat, and like just pulls like the door and the seatbelt and like the entire seat out, and like dumps you out on the ground. And it says, "The mask. Now, please."
Like a baby carrier. I don't have it. Why do you want it?
She kind of crouches down to where you're trying to disentangle yourself from the seatbelt thing. And she gets all up close and looks at you. My job is to carry the dead to Valhalla. Do you want to be on my next trip? Give me the mask.
But why do you want it? You didn't answer my question. I answered yours. I said no, I don't want to die. So now you answer my question. What do you want the mask for?
And she like just turns and like tears off another door in the car, and she's like starting to dig around looking for it.
Ruthie, I'm pretty sure that I can't hit a Valkyrie with a crowbar without dying. So
Can I push buttons in the front and look for one of those, if you're in an accident and you call 911?
OnStar?
OnStar?
And OnStar. I'm just like gonna push buttons and see if action is on the other end. So I'm just gonna, I'm like,
Okay.
well, they're
you know what?
dealing
I
with
have a
Valkyries.
list of what this car can do. Roll a d6 for me.
cool.
Roll a d6. 4.
Okay. So the car starts to flicker, then it turns invisible from active camo,
Oh.
which is less impressive when some of the doors have been ripped off and you can see right inside it. And the Valkyrie stops and like she looks and
Keep pushing buttons. There might be one that has like a rocket launcher or
Help,
something.
help
and
me.
she grabs Miss Ibis and like takes you out of the car and like just you behind her. She's like looking for the mask, anything tearing seats. She's like ripped open the seats, like seat stuffing is everywhere.
Beep, 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 beep. button in the glove compartment if I can get in there. Just trying to press buttons.
You're just gonna keep pressing buttons.
I am gonna keep
We've
pressing
seen
buttons.
how that ends.
Roll a d6.
Nothing bad happened yet.
Yet.
So
Yes.
surely it's probably all innocuous stuff. It's
Not in
like
this storyline, at least.
super spy, cool stuff.
Okay, roll one more d6 for me.
Okay. Nomos. I got the same thing.
Roll it again.
Okay. That was so sad. I got a 6.
Okay. So the car starts to hum at a weird higher frequency, and Dr. Sparks and Penny, who are still in the car, it like some auto driving feature turns on and it just takes off,
Oopsies.
beating you out of the way. The mask is still in the backpack in the car though,
Oh.
so silver lining, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sigurd's daughter does not look happy at all. And she turns and she looks at Miss Ibis and Ruthie. She takes her spear and sticks it into the pavement so it stays there and stalks over to you. And it's hard to realize how tall a Valkyrie is until they're looming over you at their full 6'4" height.
So I'm
With
strapped
their
into
wings spread out.
So I'm strapped into a seat that is now sitting on the pavement, just looking up at her. Mm.
Yeah. And she reaches down and she pulls out a knife and she brings it down and cuts you free from the seatbelt. You're gonna spill on the ground. Where is that vehicle going?
I have no idea. I don't think they even know where it's going. It's not our car. I didn't know it could just drive like that.
Do you have any idea? I don't remember your
No.
name from the museum person.
I don't think I told you my name at the museum.
Not you, the other one.
Oh,
She's looking at Miss Ibis.
Well, like Ruthie said, we didn't really give names then.
Where is the car going?
I mean, you can just follow it. You've got wings, right? Like just fly in the air and just see where it's headed. You'll probably catch it.
Clearly, you've never tried to fly in a city effectively.
No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Well-
It's one of those things that I just never got around to trying.
I apologize for the actions I'm apparently forced to take. And she takes the knife she's holding and just pop, and then goes up to Ruthie and pop, and just black. We cut to black. Dr. Sparks and Penny, this car is just speeding through traffic on its own. Every time it moves, the turn signal goes on and it merges, or it does all this stuff. It's very safe driving auto car thing.
Car? What? Car. Where are we going? Hey, car.
Taking
Where are we
occupant to
going?
safe house.
Safe house. We're going to a safe house.
I mean, that sounds safe.
But we
And a
left
house.
Ruthie and Ms. Ibis behind. But I guess we're going to a safe house.
I'm not driving this car, are you?
No. A car. 2 additional passengers must go to the safe house.
It
Car.
doesn't respond to that at all.
Car.
It eventually pulls into a side, like a little alley where it pulls into a small garage, right? Like one of those downtown side alleys in a garage. The thing closes and all these lights come on and the car like sinks into the floor as the floor goes down.
Whoa.
And then like it's in this underground, what appears to be some sort of command center.
Nice. Are there people there?
There are 3 or 4 people in suits with government badges looking at the car, which is missing 2 doors
Yeah.
and full of stuffing, and has 2 people who are not rated to drive a classified autonomous vehicle.
Well, let's be honest, we weren't driving,
That is true. I never
So-
touched the steering wheel.
right?
And one of them reaches over and hits a big red button.
Oh no. Big red button time.
Whoa, whoa, alarm starts
Oh
going
my
off.
god. You have to save Ruthie and Miss Ibis, and they have the mask, and that Valkyrie is she's huge. And she has a spear.
Wait,
And
don't
she
you
ripped the
guys have
doors off.
Wasn't the mask in the car with you guys?
The mask is still in the car.
Oh yeah, she's trying to get the mask, I thought. But yeah.
A couple guards with like machine guns run in, and they got like the SWAT looking gear, right? And they kind of line up towards the car with the guns pointed at it.
I mean, hands up.
Dr. Sparks, tell them.
Oh, we didn't. I mean, the car drove us here. This is my daughter's car. I'm just borrowing it.
I had to throw Ruthie under the bus
Oh.
there.
She's not here. She's got her own problems to deal with.
And
Seriously.
an older lady in a suit kind of walks over. Probably early 50s, hair's gray, very smartly dressed, and she's gonna. You're Dr. Sparks from the university.
That's correct. You're giving me a disadvantage here.
Stand down. They're not a threat.
I don't know how to take that.
And the guards like put their rifles down. They kind of just all leave. How did you come into control of an action vehicle?
I told you it's my daughter's. She got it from someone and needed to borrow it, so I borrowed it.
She got
Got
it from
it
someone.
Andrews. She got it from Andrews.
Oh, I
Before you
didn't
get
Andrews?
killed by the lady with the mask who's
What?
down like back at the other place where we left her. She's safe. Like she should be not a problem.
She's
Except
back at
for-
Dr. Sparks' crazy prepper safe house. She's
Yeah.
trying to hide from the
And
government.
then
Go
on
get her
our
for
way,
us.
like trying to go to somewhere, we were going to go try to find you guys. I think it's you guys we were trying to find. We were trying to find you. And all of a sudden this right under the car, smashes, rips the door off, pulled Ruthie out, wanted the mask. Totally rude. This woman's rude. And she's huge. Impressive, but rude.
Okay.
And she might be hurting Ruthie and Ms. Ibis.
Can I see the mask?
Not until we get Ruthie back.
I understand your concern, Miss
Ellis. And
Ellis. But until I can see the mask, I can't assess what we're dealing with. It sounds to me like you're describing a metamystical object.
It's yes, that is exactly what it is.
And
I think Dr. Sparks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
telling me about a winged lady with a spear.
Yes.
That sounds like a Valkyrie, which sounds like not my problem to me.
Oh,
The U.S. government has a non-enforcement pact with a multitude of mystical entities and things around the world.
Even if they're here destroying our property, breaking
Ellis,
our laws,
it's a
and hurting
Valkyrie.
our citizens,
It's a Valkyrie. Who do you think was here first?
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. Probably the individual from a culture that's over 2,000 years old.
Well, then I guess we don't need this thing, and we would like to go now because we would like to see if we can get to our friends.
That sounds like a reasonable plan. Come with me. Bring the mask.
oh boy. I mean, I don't see any other option but to follow.
And she leads you down a hallway into an elevator, and the elevator kind of beep, and it starts to go up. And she kind of looks at you two. This Valkyrie, is it the one who's been operating at the museum?
Yes,
Makes
she
sense.
is.
It's probably where she's taking your friends then, if she has them.
What was your name again? I don't know if she had a badge or.
I didn't tell you.
Well, then let's get there and let's go there. Let's get guns blazing.
Yeah.
It's my daughter
You-
over there.
Do you have guns?
You have guns.
Again, as a licensed government agency, I'm not going to simply hand out to every civilian.
I'm
Not all
sure
of
we
them,
can
just
find
us.
guns.
There's a sad commentary about something there.
Yeah.
I mean, we work in a
Mhm.
science lab. We could make guns. It's fine.
Makes
Mm.
guns
With a
that
3D
shoot
printer.
science.
You could probably do something better than make a gun.
Guns that shoot science are the only guns we need. They do science stuff.
I'm so glad I agreed to run this game.
Yeah.
do you trust her, Dr. Sparks?
No.
Okay. I'm looking
That's
to my adult
insulting.
figure,
I'm right here.
authority figure to, I don't care.
I don't trust anybody.
Because Dr. Sparks is a crazy prepper who's anti-government.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know how you knew that about me, but yeah, that is exactly right. On the nose.
Hidden space.
Because we're the
lab.
government, Dr. Sparks.
Exactly. This is why
We have ways of
Proving my
surveillance that
point.
haven't. We use surveillance that you don't even know has been invented yet.
Well, now I know it was invented.
Do you know about the mask? Like just asking as we're going to wherever we're going.
Again, we have a non-interaction pact with many metamystical entities and organizations, and that includes artifacts.
But it was on display at the museum in town.
The museum is not a government entity. We can't enforce a non-interaction pact with them.
I know. I'm just asking if you know about it. Do you know what it is?
Regardless of the situation, we keep tabs on, well, really anything that we feel could be a threat.
I understand.
So yes, I'm tangentially aware of the mask. You get the feeling when she's saying tangentially, that's not really what she's saying.
Okay. If you had it, what would you even do with it then? If you're not supposed to become involved in those matters you talked about.
What would we do with the mask? We would return it to the rightful owners.
Which is who?
I believe Asher Solomon is the last owner on record of the mask.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's the person that we met at O'Callahan's pub before the lady with the mask showed up, and he had loaned it to the museum to have it be on display.
I see.
But he did say, I guess, that he didn't really have any use for it anymore.
Isn't he the one that put all of the warding stuff on the cabin? Thought he was one of the guys that you know.
Is that the old doctor? The old
Wizard?
Wizard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's many old wizards. I don't know which one's which.
I'm zipping it. I'll have you know, you are rife with awesomeness.
She's lived a long life. We'll just say that. Longer than Ruthie probably knows about.
Nope.
Uh,
So if you're just gonna give it back to the Valkyrie, I'm not there. Never mind.
yeah, you're not there. That's right. No one's going to remove you from this
We have
radio
we
stream.
have phones though, and I know
Yeah,
you're
but she's
out. But I
unconscious.
don't know you're out. No, I know, but I don't know that, and maybe Valkyrie picks it. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to call Ruthie. I don't know Ms. Ibis, unfortunately, but
It picks up. Hello?
Ruthie,
No, this is Sigurd's daughter. Or
Where's
Sigurd.
Ruthie?
I can use my real name now. I've currently tied her up to a sacrificial altar in the basement of the museum.
I gotta put it on speakerphone.
Ah.
I'm like, wait,
Hold on,
what
let me
did you
put this on
say?
speakerphone really quick.
Yeah, no, I am. What did you say? What are you doing with her?
Oh, well, I have 2 hostages, and I figure one is expendable at the minimum. So unless you bring me the mask, I will start killing hostages. But like slowly, I'll take off a limb or finger at a time. I'm not gonna just, cut one to be done with it.
Why do you want this mask so badly?
That's a complex story we don't have time for. Am I on speakerphone?
You are on speakerphone. Just so you know, there's 4 of us here.
Click.
Oh, somebody doesn't like to be put on speakerphone. Determine their weakness.
Can you do something now, lady? Anonymous government lady.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you like these Valkyrie people very much. So
Again, non-interference pact.
you said that they weren't
They're-
interfering either.
She said she's on a sacrificial altar.
Well, 2 people.
2 people's a lot of people. One of those people's my daughter.
People's daughters die all the time.
Yeah, not today. They don't.
It's like Turbo Sparks.
Turbo.
Well, the elevator stops. We've arrived at the destination, and it opens, and you're just like, there's a little hallway that leads to the road.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay.
And thanks for returning the vehicle. And she kind of, if you did need help, asking a government agency that it's bound by laws and strictures is not the best solution. But I do happen to know that Asher Solomon is at his apartment right now. And he would
Okay,
likely be willing to assist you.
I have no idea where his apartment is.
She hands you a card with an address on the back.
Oh. One last thing.
Of course.
You mind calling us an Uber or something?
I'm wealthy. I get to. I want to use it once this game. Like we can get a car or even
Right.
something else.
A helicopter, maybe? I mean,
Sure.
Okay.
you might-
Sure.
You're not wealthy. You might as well put it to use one time in a big grand way.
We need Bluebird 1.
Bluebird.
Scouting around for a helipad nearby.
I mean, you're downtown in Century City. It's not like there's just a helipad right here. Can I send one of the cars?
Fine. Just
Oh,
make sure
the-
it's not Andre. He's really slow.
All right. And like 15 minutes later, a really nice, I don't know, Bentley or something shows up.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a great response time.
That's very good.
And the driver like gets out and runs and opens the door. Miss Ellis.
Thank you. Miss Dr. Sparks,
Yeah,
you have the address?
I do. I'll hand them the business card.
Of course. Please. And there's like a little silver tray with like drinks and like a cheese tray and
Ooh,
meat.
fancy.
Like,
Yay.
I've never been in a really fancy chauffeured car, but I assume it's got like
I
cheese.
assume they have a whole cheese and meat spread.
It's like,
It's a
I
car that
assume-
drives on charcuterie. Like,
yeah.
You're right. That's the case
That's
of
awesome.
everyone that I've been in. I don't know what you have been running in.
It's car cutery.
Yeah.
Boo.
For real.
Boo.
All right. So now that Ashley's out of the game, for that.
One pun too many.
I will have you know puns are worse than the odd oops.
The odd oops.
I may not cuss, but I pun like a champion.
You are. You're
I pun like
you're
a sailor.
punner.
Stop or no. Okay.
Big pun.
You arrive at a brownstone apartment building downtown.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Hurting cats tonight. What is happening? Yeah. So
We knock on the
you
door.
arrive at a downtown brownstone.
Sure. Knock on the door.
It opens and Asher Solomon is standing there and he kind of looks at you and sorry, I don't remember you. I met you earlier today at the Callahans.
I'm not gonna split hairs. I'm gonna hold up the bag or box, whatever, with the mask in it, and say, "What can you tell me about this?"
Oh, you have the Hellhest mask. Excellent.
Is it excellent? I don't know.
Well, it's good that the person wearing it isn't wearing it.
What?
It's a tool of evil, and it possesses whoever wears it. It's good you took it off them.
Okay. Well,
Come in. Anybody want beer?
yes, actually. What a nice place you have.
It's awful. It's a mess. It is the perfect movie bachelor pad. Like,
Oh,
there's
gross.
like rock and roll posters, clothes everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure he only eats takeout. For a guy who's a 40-year-old wizard, he does not seem to have a good investment portfolio. So
As
Hard for
interesting as
wizards to make
this
money.
all is,
he like pulls out a PBR and tosses it to you.
we need to get to Ruthie. Do you remember Ruthie and Ms. Ibis?
Yeah, the Benjamin Button girl, right?
Exactly. They're in danger, though. The Valkyrie,
Oof, that
who you
sucks.
gave this mask to, wants it.
No, it was stolen from a museum. I gave it to the museum. It belonged in a museum.
Well, she wants it now, and she's gonna hurt our
there's-
friends. Your
Yeah, there's some
daughter.
kind of Valkyrie or something.
Well, yeah, she's a Valkyrie who takes the dead to Valhalla holding.
Yeah. So can we maybe
I mean,
get my daughter
you're
back before
like
she
little
dies?
bitty goddesses of war. You're not going to win a battle.
No, but
We need to
could-
get them back before she's gonna cut like fingers and stuff off. Like no
She
fingers.
said that. She said she was going to cut her fingers off.
She was on speakerphone. Yes, she said it.
Okay. I don't know if anybody's ever told you about the metamystical non-interference agreement the country has.
God.
That's all anybody ever wants to talk about.
Well, I'm not bound by it.
Well, good. Neither
Um,
am I.
but I don't just. The reason I'm 40 years old is because I don't just go around tangling with Valkyries.
That's why you're 40 years old?
400.
140?
No. All right. You need me to conjure you up a hearing aid?
Later.
This is entertaining,
Is it?
but time is wasting. Like
Is it though?
no, it's
What
really
is
not.
what is
Like,
Time is just a
I am-
construct that you've applied to your existence.
Well, can you apply it to backwards then, and we can go back and get Ruthie and Ms. Ibis and like pretend this whole thing didn't happen? In fact, can we be back at O'Callahan's pub before that hell woman came in?
I mean, we can. Is that what you want?
That's probably not a bad idea.
Totally.
Yeah, all right. Magic like that doesn't come easy, though. You good with the cost?
I mean,
Don't know what the cost is.
you got money, right?
I mean, I
I
don't
don't
either.
know.
We have to cast a spell and find out.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's on you.
It's the-
Her. All right. And he starts casting, and like this pinkish purple energy starts to coalesce in his, like in the picture I showed, you can see his bones through his skin. He kind of turns into this X-ray person a little bit,
wow.
where the magic is happening.
Yeah, it's not creepy at all.
Yeah. I'll show the picture again.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's awesome.
Mm-mm.
cool.
Yeah.
And there's like this screeching sound in the back of your head, like somebody was running fingernails on a chalkboard, but at like a cosmic molecular level. Like it rattles everything about you. And all of a sudden, the four of you are standing near the pool table in O'Callahan's with Asher.
That was some magic.
Magic's not real. Don't say stuff like that in public.
You guys are okay?
In
Are
public.
you guys okay?
So we just like get shifted back to exactly that moment.
Oh, right where we started the session.
Okay. So wow. When did you get here, Dr. Sparks?
Right now.
What?
Oh, yeah, they don't know because they weren't near me when I cast the spell. So to them, they don't remember anything that changed.
Who doesn't?
Ruthie and Ms. Ibis.
The other way.
Ah!
Yes. There you go. Good.
Is there okay?
I just arrived.
I understand directions.
They look okay. You look okay, right? Ruthie, you're doing okay? Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab her hands and I'm looking at her fingers.
I'm totally fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Mr. Solomon was just telling us about the mask and like loaning it to the museum.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, the mask. Dr. Sparks. You still have it? Because you're the one that had the backpack, right?
Would I still have it now that we're in a timeline where there would be two masks?
That's why I'm asking you.
Oh no.
You do
Don't
still
ask
have
me.
it. It's in your bag.
Yeah, I've got it right here. It's in my bag.
Wait a second.
Oh my god, we're safe.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? Because I don't feel safe at all, actually.
No. Anyway,
Hey.
I'm gonna go. Y'all have a good night, day.
What?
Thank you.
afternoon.
Thank you so much.
It's always my pleasure. Don't ask that again.
I don't think I will, and if I do, it'll be for good reason. I promise.
Here you
Ask
go.
what? I don't understand what's happening. Ask what?
And he like walks out of the bar.
He just magicked us right here, right now, from later.
What?
Like when you were getting with the Valkyrie lady, and the lady wouldn't help us at the other place with where the car took us, and we went there, and she said, "No, we do not interfere with mystical something," and she wouldn't help. And the Valkyrie said she was going to sacrifice you and cut your fingers off, and we didn't know what to do. And so your mom asked to go see her old boyfriend, and he didn't even remember her, but he remembered me. And I remembered you. And he said he could help us. So we said, let's come back here right now. And here we are.
We literally just walked through the door 5 minutes ago.
Oh
What
my
are
God,
you-
were you not listening?
Did her brain get like melted by the mask person? Like, I think we should probably take her to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
she was mumbling
show-
all of the
show
language
her-
stuff.
Show her the backpack, Dr. Sparks.
I'll pull out the backpack and there's a mask inside of it, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
mask is still there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you
There's
got
another one?
it.
I mean, I guess
no, it's from the future.
I don't know. It looks like we traveled back in time, yes, but I wasn't even here, so this is all new to me. Our forward timeline is now congruent with your past timeline, which means there's another penny probably around here somewhere.
Oh, I
there?
was like, penny? There's not another penny, is there?
Well,
There
Not
can be
in
only
here.
one.
Not in there.
we don't know. I don't know where Penny was during this time.
Ruthie,
None.
something feels weird about you.
hmm It's called confusion. So I'm
Sure, but
Yeah.
as a child born of a quantum mishap,
yes.
you've aged faster than the average person,
Yeah.
and that leads to your body feeling different,
Yeah.
right? That feeling is gone.
What does that
So
mean?
I feel normal? Like a
Yeah.
normal person would feel?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so I excuse myself and I go into the bathroom and I try and like summon electricity
Oh, you
with my
can.
hands. I can still do that? Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I go back out with everybody.
Okay. And right then, the door explodes open, and a three-legged horse with hooves of fire and a masked rider rides in.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
and
Oops.
looks at you, Ruthie, and hops off the horse and starts walking towards you.
Okay.
Ms. Ibis, use your crowbar.
No, Miss Ibis is gonna push over the table like she did because that's the best idea that she could come up with in
It
that
didn't
Yeah.
moment.
work.
She doesn't know
Okay.
that.
Give me a roll. 1d6.
Okay. Let's see if in this timeline it fares any better. Nope. She totally did. Yep, she got a 5, exactly like last
All right.
time.
So push over the table. Things
Push
clatter
over the
everywhere.
table.
Patrons start to run around.
Twice in one night.
It's
really lucky.
this means a lot to me because yesterday was the 10th anniversary of Remedial Chaos Theory, the best community episode of all time. They throw this
Nice.
dice and create 6 different timelines, and I just watched it before the stream tonight. So
Oh,
Oh,
God.
nice.
The best.
Perfect.
That's fantastic.
my favorite show, and then one of my favorite episodes. I was like, and now we're doing it. I'm so happy.
No die roll here.
Hmm.
That wasn't you think. I've actually rolled 5 other timelines. You just don't know what's going on. Okay. What are you gonna do, Ruthie?
I'm gonna pick up a billiard ball and throw it at her.
Okay. Roll 2d6.
Mm-hmm. And 1 success.
Okay. You whack her in the head, and like her head turns to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Penny, what are you gonna do?
Oh my God. I'm going to try to go up to her and actually no. Dr. Sparks just opened the backpack up. I'm gonna go, we've got your mask.
Wait, you touched it?
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh no!
I did just touch it.
Oh no!
I got a
Okay.
3.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Ruthie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a pretty smart cat, right? You've been studying this quantum stuff with your mom, and
Mhm.
you catch on quick.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be 2 masks like that,
Right.
and that's weird. And also, it looks like things are starting to disintegrate the closer the masks get to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like somehow they are matter and antimatter to each other.
Mm-hmm.
That seems bad to you.
Yeah. I say, Penny, no, we need to get those masks as far away from each other as possible.
And then Penny puts the mask on.
Penny, no.
We can't help.
So, as she's putting it on, can I like throw electricity at the mask?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to do that.
Try to disrupt her so she doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And possibly destroy the mask, depending.
Okay.
But, yeah. Zoop. So 2d6.
Yeah. Well, is it your electricity your mastered weapon?
No, my shooty zappy gun is the mastered weapon.
Okay. Yep. 2d6.
Oh wait, no, I do. Hold on. I do have when I took electricity, that's just an automatic thing, and then I have the other mastered weapon. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. okay.
Okay. So you just
I zap and I got 2 successes.
okay. So the Penny is hit by a blast of electricity, and she like kind of jerks around for a second, kind of convulses, and the mask goes flying, and the electricity, the mask is like kind of crackling with electricity around the metal, inserts and nails and stuff, and it hits a bottle of whiskey, knocks it over, which crashes and it shatters, it hits the whiskey, and everything just goes up in flames.
Oh boy.
Does the mask burn since it's
Seems
wood?
like it's burning, yeah.
Okay.
But what's weird is because it's the future mask, the past mask is also starting to burn on the face of the person wearing it.
Good job, Ruthie.
Oh boy.
It burns. It
That's bad
stings.
to me.
So-
go ahead.
I don't remember anything about other timeline. This is my one timeline, right? Okay.
You're not cool enough to get 2 timelines.
Shut up,
She, like,
mom.
living all the timelines though, because she's
I
like
know.
a quantum entity or
Mhm.
something.
I'm gonna reach over the bar and take the water thing and the thing and spray it at her to try and see if I can put the fire out on her mask.
So you do that, and nothing seems to happen. You're pretty sure as long as the future mask is burning, she will
Mhm.
continue to burn, and it's actually spreading it. And the horse is starting to like smoke is coming off it, and like patches of its skin are falling off as it starts to burn.
Oh.
and she's like trying to tear it off her face and can't, and like you can see like the skin welting under the mask from the flames, and they're starting to like crawl along her hair. And
Gross.
So I turned to my mom, who was talking about time traveling and stuff, and I'm just like, is there anything you want to tell me about this? Like, should I?
As the person's like, ah!
Yeah.
I'll tell you that I'm only here
Well,
because of you.
I mean, Miss
I'm
Ibis
trying
still
to
thinks
go-
she's a murderer, so she's just
Yeah.
gonna watch this lady, you know, just kind of melt, I guess.
Okay.
And why not? I didn't know she was a murderer.
So since no one's telling me what to do and I think it's normal, I'm going to turn the water on the future mask then and start trying to put that out.
So you do. The lull in the conversation has led to the mask being mostly burnt and destroyed. After it's like smoldering, you give it a quick stomp and it just crumbles into its component wood pieces. And the individual wearing the mask, formerly known as Helen, is functionally just like laying on the ground writhing in pain because their face has basically been burnt off where the mask was.
Nice.
No bueno.
Good job.
And the horse has disappeared with the destruction of the mask. And
Yeah.
to be gone.
Okay. I feel like Penny I should have mentioned, but I feel like she kind of got knocked on her butt and isn't really
Doing
that's why I
anything.
wasn't really saying anything. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see what Ruthie Sparks did.
Okay, so I take one of the towels and I put water, like cold water on it, and I try and put it on her open wounds on her face, which I'm sure feels really good. But like just something cool to put on the like.
You don't walk up with
burns.
like the soda water spritzer and like just spray her
Yeah.
and burn. Like,
I was like, oh, that's Sprite. I'm sorry, I thought it was regular water. Hold on.
dump the lemon juice on you here.
Right.
It's like a barback bleach towel.
All right. I mean, hospital. You can hear sirens for ambulances and police cars coming.
So I don't think we did anything wrong. We don't need to leave, do we? Or do you guys feel like we need to get out of here?
I mean, last time you wanted us to get out of here because we didn't want to be taken anywhere to be answering questions.
Yeah.
So, like, does present Ruthie also feel the same way?
Well, I wanted to get out of there last time because the bad person came in, and I wanted to talk to her, and I knew that she would be questioned. So
And this time, it admittedly is a little more confusing because
yeah.
confusing things have happened.
Okay, well, there's a lot going on, and you guys are talking about time travel and whatever, and I think it's best if we just go. So yes, we should probably leave and talk about all of this. And
I would just leave the scene for sure.
Okay. So the four of you leave out the back door, leaving Helen writhing on the ground.
Sorry, Helen.
Administered by the ambulances.
It's not personal.
Okay. So I'm interested in how you're all going to explain this to Ruthie.
yeah, I'm like, okay,
I
so
have no
I
explanation.
think it's Mama's turn.
We came to rescue you, and then we got transported back in time. Simple.
easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Some old wizard transported us back here because you took his mask away from him. We should probably go give him his mask back.
The mask that's completely broken.
Is it both versions are burned? The new and old?
They kind of concurrently.
Well, sure. I just didn't know if you had gotten the spritzer on there in time to save it.
Nope, it fell apart into its components.
Well, then we should probably at least tell him.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all. We came to rescue you. And we did. We did a good job. Look at you. You're alive. The other you wasn't so lucky. So be thankful.
It's true. It's true. You were in peril, and we wanted to save you.
And we did.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it would go better than that. I don't know why. I should have
Okay.
picked a different time.
I mean, it feels like it went pretty well. I mean, none of us are hurt. The
Yeah.
murderer got picked up by the authorities.
The mask is
So
destroyed.
Yeah, the mask thing is gone. And
Okay.
hope that Valkyrie's not mad.
How did you guys time travel, Mom? I know that you have a history with trying to do time travel, and you haven't really gotten it. So how did you get it to work this time?
I didn't. Your old wizard friend did it for me.
Mm.
Maybe my old wizard friend, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So the movie credits start playing. And we cut to a middle of the credit scene where Penny is sitting in her penthouse apartment or whatever, and there's a knock on the door, and a delivery man is there with a package, and he hands it to Penny and has her sign, and then he leaves. And Penny starts to open the package, and ominous music plays in the background, and she opens it, and there was a wooden mask inside,
Dun dun dun.
nestled in a like a green satin cloth. All right, whatever. We're not gonna watch it again. We're done. All right, and so we have ended Ruthie's origin story.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly wild hijinks and careening from set piece to set piece. So that was interesting.
It was Ant-Man.
Yeah, it was Ant-Man. Yep. Mhm.
It really was.
That was awesome though.
Yeah. Okay, so the
It was great.
evilness is gone for now.
It is.
This one anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, this
Yeah.
is gone for now.
Completely gone. And
It's the end of every comic book story ever.
But now Penny's the new evil.
it was. And I
Maybe.
I
Maybe,
know,
or
and
maybe she's
I'm
just
like,
gonna hold on to the mask. Just
Maybe it's a different mask. Maybe it's
what's
something-
gonna happen with Helen and what about the Valkyrie? Is she gonna be mad?
Yeah,
Well, the
I
only
thought
people who know the Valkyrie was up to something is Dr. Sparks and Penny, and I'm pretty sure nobody's going to
Right.
believe you when you're like, she's a Valkyrie.
Right.
And she's like, all
Right?
Mhm.
And then the whole cost thing with the magic, I'm like, oh, that's gonna bite
Mhm.
us.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah.
I love how you rolled with the just like the randomness, like literally random, like going back to that point in time, which just happened to be the beginning of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was kind of awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd planned, or is that something that just no? Okay.
That was
I was like, so
really
you had
good.
the GM tips that you did at the end of last episode, and so.
Oh, yeah. GM tips, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So
So what do you do when your entire party decides to time
Yeah,
travel? and
that's a
throw-
good question. So, two things. One is everybody's different style of GM. I am a bullet point GM, is kind of what I call it when people ask me. What I do is I make a list of bullet points of things that I want to have happen and people and things in the session, right? I'm like, these are the plot points that are going to occur. Or these are the locations that matter, whatever, right? Anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 bullet points. And I tend to group them by people, places, things, right? And I give my rough outline of my plot. Like in this session, by the end of this episode, Ruthie needs to feel like she can be a hero, and the problem with the mask needs to be resolved, right? And we challenged Ruthie's science-focused attitude with the idea that there's more to the world like magic than science, right? Those are my goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then what I do is every time I need to make a decision, I look at my bullet points and I see if one applies,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's the whole thing.
sorcery.
Wow. That's good.
And so I just check my list, and then when I do them, I cross them off.
Okay.
Like, all right, I use that one, done, right? Or I use this one, done. Or
Mhm.
And so what it does is my goal isn't to say some X has to happen at Y location at Z time. My goal is to say at some point tonight in the first third, X has to happen. Where it happens is irrelevant. Who it happens to is less relevant. In this case, it's going to be Ruthie because she's a central character. But if it was a normal campaign, I'd be like, it can be the fighter, it can be the bard or whatever, right? Like, we don't care,
Mhm.
right? Because I need to have X happen so then Y can happen. And
It's
so,
like story beats more than
more
Yeah.
instead of writing a script and plot beats and everything, I'm just like full on like these are the things I need to have happen and then make them happen.
that's
Mhm.
really cool.
Yeah.
And I just put them in when the situation. I just keep them in my head, and when the situation pops up, I go, "There's the thing."
Plug it in. Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
And time travel stuff, I hate super much, but it's a
Yep.
superhero trope. So when it presented itself, I was like, "Well, we can get out of the way and wrap up the session." And now I have a cool plot hook where future Ruthie, who's been all tortured, can come back.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And it gave me a way to have the magic stop your accelerated aging. That
Yeah.
was the price that was paid.
Oh.
You don't age at an accelerated rate anymore.
Cool. Okay. That seems like not a price. That seems pretty cool. Unless
Well,
I start
you-
aging backwards.
Or
Yeah,
if your
think about
powers
it.
start
Talk
to slowly
about it.
diminish over time because you lost your special quantum significance.
Okay. Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Setting up for the sequel. It's all about layering in those things to
Yeah.
figure it later.
I also thought you're very good about kind of pushing back in a good narrative way to have us not rely on like to kind of force like Ruthie to become that superhero, like to not be able to rely on necessarily action or
Oh,
Swift
geez.
or-
I felt like I totally flubbed it this session and gave you an out with a powerful NPC, and I was like, dang it, I'd never like to do that.
No, because we totally like I feel like I mean it. Yeah, I don't know that we tied that up in a pretty bow at the end.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good.
Mhm.
I'm always leery of an NPC providing the crux to a solution.
Mhm.
And so, like, when I did the magic thing, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. But we were running low on time, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
we got to wrap up. So this is happening.
That's what I was like. We
I
were
thought it
kind
went
of
down
like
well.
off kind of in
Yeah.
the field here, and we needed to come back and bring it.
Yep.
So yeah. So I think that was done well. Mhm.
I thought so.
These are the things you think about as a GM that you don't really realize you think about after a while because you've done it so much. Just,
Right.
I was more like, I didn't go in my head, oh, we're running low on time. Time travel solves this problem and gives me all these plot hooks.
Mhm.
I went, this feels like the right thing to do based on my experience. Let's do it.
Mhm. Yeah.
And which is why I always tell folks, GM a lot of games. And so go nuts because
Mhm.
you'll be a better GM for it.
Mhm.
Mm. Cool.
So yeah, that was fun. All right. So next week we are
Awesome.
going to do somebody else's story. Who was it?
I don't know which one's next.
It was Hester Hardy, Maddie's character.
Ooh, fun.
Cool.
We're gonna roll into that next
Awesome.
week. So
Sweet.
that's gonna be a weird one
It's gonna be awesome.
Good.
because it's gonna be weird.
Yay!
I'm excited.
Should be fun.
Unrelated, everyone. If you haven't seen the new Venom movie, maybe you should go see the new Venom movie.
I definitely I did see a movie with a character that looked like Venom.
I saw it last night. Venom, not whatever movie Ryan's talking about. I
I
went and
think he's
saw.
talking about Venom and he's just dragging it because he doesn't feel like it was a good interpretation of the character.
Womp womp.
Got it.
Am I right, Ryan? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it was a character that resembles Venom.
I really
That's a
liked the
fact.
first one. I haven't seen the second one, but
And the
Oh,
second one features a character that resembles Carnage.
I liked the first one.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
I was entertained. I liked it.
I didn't feel like I wasted my money, so I'm good. Whatever.
Good.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you next week at the same time, same place for Nadi's 2-part story, and then
Yeah.
Gina's, and then we get into our 4-part team up. Whoa!
Woo!
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.